Hello, my name is Greg Hintermeister, and I work in the Cloud Engagement Hub. And recently, I've shown you several ways to use IBM Cloud Satellite to provision OpenShift clusters anywhere you need them, or anywhere your applications need to run, and yet still have that as-a-service experience, whether it's the location is on-prem, in a factory, on edge. Today, we're going to add to that and use an appliance provided by IBM, Cloud Pak System, as a target for that remote location. Now to illustrate, let's go take a look at what we're going to show in this demonstration. So we're going to have IBM Cloud with this Cloud Pak System in this on-premises location. We're going to create a number of VMs, and then we're going to use the satellite control plane to configure a remote control plane in that Cloud Pak system. And then we'll use the IBM Cloud Catalog to deploy an OpenShift cluster using the VMs that we stood up. It's that simple. So let's get started. First, we're going to go to Cloud Pak System. So when I open the UI, you're going to be going to patterns, because there's a number of virtual system patterns that you can deploy for various uses. In this case, I'm going to search for satellite, and this pattern is provided for you, and it pre-prepares the VMs for what you need. Great, so now I got that set. Before I can deploy them, I need to create a satellite location. So I'm back in IBM Cloud. I'm going to click location, and with a manual setup, we can edit the name and various bits of the location itself. Choose where to go. I want 3 zones, and I'm going to click create location. Now, once it's created, I'm going to want to get a script so I can attach the hosts. And so this generate script will create a custom script that I can use when I deploy those VMs. So now that I have the script downloaded, I'm going to go back into Cloud Pak System, and we're going to click deploy. By the way, there's a number of pause and starts that I've added here to shorten the video time. And so when I click the Cloud Satellite hosts, I want to import the script that I've added. And this will actually, when the VM boots up, it will run the script and call home to Cloud Satellite, the centralized control plane, so it can attach properly. Now before I prepare, I want to make sure I've got a shared environment and that the priority is high. Yep, and then I'm going to add the SSH key. Now, Cloud Satellite, you don't really need it, but in case something goes sideways, you can always SSH in and find out what's going on. Now that I'm going to be preparing to deploy these VMs, I can confirm that's how many I want, and off I go. And again, I've shortened this video for time. So now I can click to see the status, and over a period of time, it's gonna run to launch the VMs, and it's gonna register the VMs, assign the public IPs. Now you'll notice the IP addresses are a 9-dot. So again, we're in an on-premises location, creating VMs that are going to reach out to IBM Cloud, to the Cloud Satellite control plane, and basically attach themselves and create the location for Cloud Satellite to use. And after a long period of time, we've got all these VMs running, and we are good. And so now we're going to attach. If you go to the host, I'm back in IBM Cloud now, and in my satellite location. So I've already started to see the hosts come in. The first 3 hosts that come in, I want to assign into the control plane. And that will create a local satellite control plane in that remote location. So if you recall, there's a centralized control plane and a remote local control plane. And so I'm going to set up these 3 the 3 VMs and assign as a control plane, just so that it knows what to do with itself when it's in that location. Great. So it'll take a while to configure those VMs and to add the appropriate control plane content, and then that's my satellite location's ready. I can deploy any cloud service that is satellite enabled that I want. Now in this case, I'm going to go into the cluster view and create an OpenShift cluster. And so we have a whole bunch of OpenShift clusters available. I'm going to create a new one. And I could have gone into the cloud catalog as well. In this case, I'm going to choose the 4.6 OpenShift. I've pre-selected Cloud Satellite as my target. And you'll see all the locations I could choose from, including my Cloud Pak system target. It's defaulting to all 3 zones. And you'll notice I'm using a 4x16 as the ideal worker node configuration. I click to enable admin access for satellite config and click create. It's really that simple. Now what Cloud Satellite will do is look into the location and find available hosts that have not been assigned yet and then use them for this service. So you'll see here that I've already got 3 VMs that were 4x16 that match the configuration I wanted. And over a period of time, it creates it. So now I'm actually going to click on the connect open console, and that's it. You got your OpenShift console available. Just to show those 9 dot, I'm going to go and click those 3 nodes. And so it's the same worker nodes that we created in that satellite location on that Cloud Pak system. Okay. So that's just a brief summary of how you could use Cloud Pak system wherever you want your workloads running, deploy VMs using its optimized patterns for Cloud Satellite, and then provision your Cloud Satellite location into the Cloud Pak system so that you can have as a service OpenShift or any other satellite-enabled service from IBM Cloud running on that IBM provided appliance. All right, that's it. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Goodbye.